if you just saw this video, got onto this train at Milltown, now we're at the next stop. Just waiting for the train though. And here we are. We are at, let's see if I can find the sign. Oh, gotta find the sign. Find the signs. Where the hell is the sign? There should be one. These people actually know where the hell they're getting off, you know? Ah, there we go. Welcome to Hazlet. Oh, and here goes my train. Nice multi-level. I love these trains. And there she goes. Welcome to Hazlet. You know, it's smaller than Middletown, I'll say that. But already, we could tell, there's speakers. But yeah, this is a nice station here, honestly. I don't mind it. Now, a little history, because of course. So, the thing with this station is that it was not always called Hazlet. This station, or well, where the station used to be, which I'll get to, was actually called Homedale. This is because the road up there used to be called, and let me find here, just looking. So this street here is called Homedale Road. This road up here. Now, the thing is, we are not in Homedale. We are in Hazlet. So, shortly after the station was opened in 1875, it was quickly renamed from Homedale to Hazlet. As we're walking over here, as like I said, this over here is Homedale Road, which is why this station was originally called Homedale. When it was opened in 1875, it was a station that was part of the New York and Long Branch Railroad, which, like Middletown that we saw earlier, is a subsidiary of both the Pennsylvania Railroad, or the Pennsy, and the Central Railroad of New Jersey. But it was renamed to renamed to Hazlet after John Hazlet, who was a local settler and property owner, who basically was a very popular person here. Hence his name. Hazlet is literally the town name as well now. And here is actually a Bayhead train coming in. Jesus. That is a loud horn. That horn was loud. A lot of multi-levels, but I think we're getting rush hours, so that's why. Oh, handicap bathrooms. Yeah, so these do have bathrooms in it. Have you ever seen online that these don't? That is a lie. But, so coming down on the New York side, there's some shelters and stuff. So you go down. Like most stations on this line, they are actually ADA accessible. So we're going down this ramp. But like I said, the refurbishment that happened in 2003 with most of this line when they were doing the electrification and just overall renovations. The old location of Hazlet Station basically disappeared. So we are then left what we have today, which includes this really weird alleyway, I'm gonna be honest, to get to the New York side of parking. But this was again the refurbishment that happened in 2003 for most of the trains on the North Jersey coastline. This station in particular costed $6.1 million in a refurbishment process. Just a little crazy. But this was to make the high platforms and to make it ADA accessible, so you know, with it. But one of my favorite things that comes from this is that there is these little mosaic art pieces. So there's like a grasshopper here, a record player. I think that's a deer? I really don't know. But these mosaics are very beautiful. They were all handmade. I couldn't find exactly who made them online, but if you want to look it up, it's probably easy to find. So there's like Quakers or some old pillager people. Why is my main ranking? And people for Thanksgiving. I almost said pillagers like it's Minecraft. Well, it's on the rocks because there goes that car. But yeah, station is, I mean, this part is a little sketch, but I really do like all the murals and stuff. Is that a cow? It's a very cute cow. But so you walk over here. I wonder, because I saw something online. Oh, some more plant mosaics. But we're walking over to this parking lot over here, and I believe this is the parking lot. Either that or it's the other one. I could be wrong. It might be the other one. But oh, that mosaic's gone. But forgetting which one it is. But basically, there used to be a ketchup factory called the Vecchi Ketchup Factory, which produced ketchup from the early 20th century until around 1960. So it was literally right here by this train station, and it produced ketchup, which is really funny. But farmers from the area brought their tomatoes, so like local tomato farmers, because tomato is actually a big crop in New Jersey, and they would bring it over here and they would make tomato paste, ketchup, and canned tomatoes. And then a fire demolished most of the abandoned building when it stopped working in about 1960, and then it was fully demolished for the Hazlet parking. Now what I saw online was there was a chimney stack that still existed, but I can't find it, and that's probably an indication that it's just gone, but which is really sad. But here we are at this parking lot, and this is pay by cell parking. So the pay to park and meter parking, $4, hastily taped over. So come back over here. You see here, it is daily and permanent parking. So parking between numbers and numbered spaces only. Remember your number, you pay $4 here or online, or you could just pay with your permit, and then you're gonna get fined and potentially towed, which is really cool. Some more of these murals, like a little chicken over here. As we walk over here, ooh, a larger one. See, this is what I was saying. So this was the main chimney stack they had for the factory. It's this mural. It was literally right here that this chimney stack. So it's either on that side or it's on the parking on the other side, which I'll eventually get to. It's a little goldfish. But coming over here is a well. And actually I'm going to show something on the other side. Just quickly, briskly walk up. Because again, it's ADA, so you just take the ramp up. That's kind of a beautiful shot. But if we come over here, oh, that sucks. Oh, here it is. It's a little plaque for these. So Country Motives Porcelain on Metal, artist Yakov Hanasin Ishkov, 2002. Unicorn Art Studio Inc., New York. Commissioned by New Jersey Transit with assistance from the New Jersey State Council on the Arts. Funding was made possible by the New Jersey State Transportation Trust Fund and the Federal Transportation Administration. So to give you a little background info on what the who made these. As you saw on the other side, it's like a goldfish and things, but this side has completely different mosaics. Like a seahorse, like a chicken. So, like almost every other station, gotta cross the physical tracks. Oof, that looks nasty. But yeah. God, that sun's blaring. Yeah, literally just crosses through the road. And then we're on to the other side. Side that you go for Bayhead, and also the other side for the parking. Walking up this way for the Bayhead side in Long Branch. Honestly, it's quite peaceful here, but like some more of the murals. It's unlike Middletown, at least there's like some resemblance of life. Like there's actual JBL speakers for announcements. It just feels a little nicer, you know? Like there's actually something going on. There's ads. I mean, there's these pretty mural mosaics or whatever that are like really cool to see. Some good benches, and obviously like pretty much every station the platform goes way farther out on the New York side. So what is that? Dr. Hazlet? Huh, that must be the John Hazlet that I saw and that I talked about. So look, a little windmill. But this side has my favorite mural that I'll be getting to. But there's a good amount of lamps and the speakers. Good way direction signing. Just really nice to see. But I mean, in terms of things to do here, like Middletown, there's really not much. I think it's a park over there. I'm unsure if it's a public one though. But otherwise, there's really not much to do. This is more, again, like Middletown. It's more of like a park and ride type of station. So you park your car. Thankfully, they have daily parking instead of permit only. But you basically park your car, and then you just get on the train. Then you get back home from the train, and you go home. That's it. There's like not really transit specific you know, development around here. I mean, there's some houses, but those could have been here way, you know, before. But we're walking over. Oh, somebody lost their sweatshirt. Looks like it's getting absolutely annihilated by the trains. But what this has, and I feel like most should, even Red Bank, I'm surprised it doesn't have, but they have here full departure board signage, which I know it's flickering, but you can see it. Tells you how many minutes it comes, what directions. The Long Branch one, that's gonna stop in Long Branch, then switch to Bayhead. Well, Bayhead one is just gonna go straight, but there's a New York SEC one that's straight all the way to New York Penn Station. So that will get you all the way to New York City. But it is great that you have signage, because now you know when the hell you're getting onto the train. Oh, that's neat. This is a station that I will be getting to only on the weekend. So my camera, this one, has perished, which is real nice. So I don't know, my phone, it should be good quality, same as though. So like I was saying, this station, Monmouth Park Station, is a station, if you can even call it that, that is only on weekday, and it goes to the Monmouth Park racetrack. I will get more into that in that dedicated video though, which, if you know my content and how it's been, it's actually gonna be a lot shorter than the other ones because there's not much to it. But see, we have these boards that, you know, we've seen at like Woodbridge and, well, eventually some of the other ones down the road, but I don't want to spoil anything. But these give you accurate time departures if you don't want to look right there and way down there. But this will also give service announcements. It's not touchscreen, so Starbucks to Ice Energy. I'm not sponsored. I will probably never have sponsorships because I am too small of a creator and too niche. But it's trash cans. Let's see. Oh, weather. But there should be other ones around here. There's a ticket booth on that side. I'm gonna eventually be getting back onto that side because that is where my train is, because I need to get home after this. Just kidding. Well, not really. I do need to get home, but is that gonna change? No? Alright, fine. Be annoying. So, if this seems a little more shaky or unstable, it's because you're on my phone now and I don't have a hand grip or a tripod for this. So, are you gonna say anything? Ah, 3 minutes late. I'm getting on at 7:47:1. Oh, Northeast Elizabeth. Huh. Anyway, gives you warnings of trains, and this train does stop at that station, but very rarely. It's one of the, if you only are going on a local, it'll stop there. More mosaics. But yeah, we're getting to my favorite mosaic, which is over here. But yeah, like they have like little shelters here. Oh, look, there's a cat over there. Lighthouse. But I'm gonna go down the ADA ramp. highway control. That's what they use to put the things down and to reset it. That's for the train conductors. Turkey. Yeah, from that you could tell that place has not been open for who knows how long. But we're walking over here through the handicap parking lot. So this is the other parking lot here. It's the same thing as on the other side. It is daily and permit parking. So there's a pay station over there, right there, and you just go pay over there. But here is my favorite mural at this station. I love this little raccoon mural. It is, I don't know what it is about it. I just love raccoons, but also it's perfect. But as we walk over here, I don't know when this went out of business, probably a while ago. Which kind of sucks because it would have been great to be able to, you know, go somewhere and eat or even have to use the bathroom, because there's no bathroom here in the station. Because if you couldn't tell, there is no station building here. Some of the other ones had station buildings, but they were just closed. This one literally has 0, which does deduct the point, but we are kind of just in the middle of nowhere of the small town of Hazlet, where the more towny part is nowhere near here. We're kind of just dropped off in the middle of nowhere here, basically. Down there, though, is a pretty good bagel shop. I've walked there before. But it's not a bad train station, I'm gonna be honest. It's better than Middletown because at least there's signage, there's speakers, there's literal ways to know when your train is coming in. And honestly, that's a lot better than being in the dark about what the hell is happening with your train, you know? We're walking back over to the New York side here. There's a crow on this side. Yeah, I mean, I think this station is pretty all right. I'll say it's all right. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. You know, there's ample seating. There's a good amount of speakers for you to actually hear. More of these boards that we've seen. Passenger information, the timetables, and you know, accurate information. But yeah, I got about like 40 minutes to kill, which is great, because that means I got no idea what the hell I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna probably stick around here. Maybe I'll walk to maybe, I don't know, I might walk over there if I have time, but if I'm gonna walk over to the little shopping plaza over there, I ain't gonna film it. You know, there's no point. It's not part of the station. If it was right here on the station, I would, but like we've seen on the other side, these big departure boards to give you accurate timing. Huh, it's a different type of flashing than was on the camera. Weird. But did that say 3 Long Branch trains was coming in? Oh no, it's a Bayhead, a Long Branch, and a Long Branch. Interesting. Walking this way. I'm pretty sure, or at least this is one of the only ticket machines I actually seen on this side. Oh, or in general too. So they really just want you to be doing it basically on your phone. What? You're selecting. Oh. Yeah. when I go over that station for Monmouth Park, I'll go over what that means. But yeah, this station's pretty cool. Well, here comes in the next one. That one's not that bad. Those windows are actually clean. Oh, well, those aren't. But half those windows are clean. Those are the new windows. Let me explain. So part of a new budget thing, New Jersey Transit put a bunch of money into bettering these windows. If you see it on some of those other ones, very dirty. These ones, nice and clean, and you can actually see through them. It's very nice. It's great that they did that because it's nice seeing out of a train. As I sit here now, the train just passed by. I'm going to rate this station. Now, however, you know, my train is not going to come for a bit. I got probably about 30-ish minutes, give or take, till my train comes in. But honestly, this station was way better than Middletown, which is what I just saw. If you didn't know, basically I went from Middletown straight to here, which wasn't too bad, you know. I just had to take the one train, just going one stop. And so that train was not bad. But this station, it has more departure signs, more things to look at. The murals are really nice. They're a very good touch to this station, make it look really nice. However, there's not much to do around the station itself, which is kind of a little bit of an issue because you want a bit of, you know, transit development around your train station. However, the signage is really nice here. You can see your accurate time departure if you don't have a phone. You could get tickets. There's a lot more here. I'm gonna say this place is probably like a solid 5.5 out of 10. No, I think I'm actually gonna give it a 6. Yeah, I'll give it a 6. But anyway, I'm just gonna be sitting here till my train comes at 7:47. I was just kind of waiting and walking around, and look what pulled up. The Pennsylvania Railroad Rat car. Now this is sick. Look at this thing. It's wrapped like the old Pennsylvania train, the Pennsylvania Railroad trains. Dude, that is crazy. I was literally just walking around because I'm waiting for my train, and I just decided to walk on the other side. This is... I'm not gonna touch it. This is crazy to see. I mean, I've heard people see these before. Look at that emblem, PRR, the Pennsy. It's so amazing to see that they have the wrapped heritage things. Because I know they did it for a Heritage Day or whatever to commemorate the train. But it's so cool to still see it going. Well, I'm off to my train. I'm still very excited. I saw that Pennsylvania Railroad wrapped heritage car. What is notable about that is that it's the only one that is on the New Jersey Transit service. There's multiple heritage car wrapped cars, but there's only one that is the Pennsylvania Railroad. And here comes the train. Seems like it's pretty busy, I'm gonna be honest. But I'll try to find a good seat. No, they're all yellow. Which, if you didn't know, yellow on here means that it's moderately packed. But let's give it a second. completely lined. This is completely empty. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. It was with Hazlet. I will be making more soon. But anyway, have a good one. And if you liked it, like the video and subscribe if you wanted to.
Madawan, next time have to be Madawan.